Yo, what's good, my people? This video is now really for you guys, not just a diary for me. But yeah, I want to talk about highly sensitive people, especially men. And I repeat myself now, I've said it before. It is not a contradiction to be sensitive and masculine at the same time. High sensitivity is a tool that you can use and gives you exclusive information that others cannot enter and use. But you, of course, have to learn to control this because otherwise it can be a burden as well. And it typically is a gift, a talent that is trained in the childhood, because when you're living in an environment where you have to guess a lot what is happening, what energy do the people have, what do they want from me really, you know, and then you get this superpower to feel what others feel, to really you will not process the information of logic only, like what they say to you and what the constructions, the grammatical constructions are, what they communicate in the sense of logic, but you will on the you will as well get learn to intuitively, this is intuition, decipher all information that normally goes to subconsciousness, everything you perceive, body language, mood, intonation, small signs that they have, like how do they say it? Well, like small, like very small things. And this makes you basically empathetic and sensitive. And for me, in my case, this was coming from my childhood, this ability to feel what others feel, what they really want, what they're bringing in for energy. And now I went through a series of kind of people trying to narcissistic abuse, basically. So people that try to manipulate me, extract energy from me, stuff like that. And by that, I had again to use these gifts I have, my powers. But this time, it is like I sharpened these senses, and now I really feel something within my heart region. And, you know, um, it's really as if it is now really like activated. It's like, it was there before, but now it's on, like now it's like, stronger, or highly sensitive, a little bit nervous probably, and too much. Sometimes you get too much information, or sometimes almost as if while you talk to someone you get strongly distracted, and you still take in the words and what the people say, but you realize body language signs, and they make you going on a different line. You have the line of logics, what you follow the people, but then you have another information line that you follow at the same time, and you see there's something different happening, right? And another thing I want to say to highly sensitive men, especially younger men, um, you will often be or feel alienated because you will observe others, and they are so that comes a song to my mind, lyrics from Nirvana, I think it's All Apologies, where he sings, I don't get it perfectly now, but I wish I was like you, easily amused. um, this means that you will observe other people, and what, from my point of view, the the fears or the feelings that we have, the concerns are real. We decipher signs in the world. We see things that are actually threatening and dangerous. And most people are very good at blacking these things complete out. They don't, they don't realize it. For them, it's normal. They don't care about it. And then you think like, how can these people pretend that nothing's happening, everything is fine? Why is it only me that feels, like I'm making a stupid example. You see a lot of planes flying in the sky and you think like, these rich people, they burn all the fossil fuels. My children will probably in the future not be able to fly like this. The poor people cannot afford this. But the future, you suddenly get a feeling of that the lifestyle we live is not okay and it leads to problems, and everybody understands it in some sense, but nobody stops doing it. And stuff like that. And other people, they just go on until something collapses, but you might suddenly feel it. Or it can be a child, you see. It can be a small child that is interacting with the parents, and the parents, the child has a deep emotion and you see it. What exactly happens with the child? It makes a fundamental experience of something deep. You see it, you know why, what is happening, and the parents absolutely don't get it and say, "Come on, we have to go now. Why are you not? Why are you dreaming? Come, go, sit in the car." And basically, the child gets traumatized, and you're feeling with that, and you suddenly, you go through that as well. Things like that, sudden, all day. It can be that everyday situation suddenly hits you very deep, and you get in, you feel tears or you feel a deep emotion, and this is perfectly fine. This is, what I want to say is, believe in yourself. Whatever comes from yourself, don't block it out. Don't try to think, oh, I should not feel something, I should be like the others. They just go on, they just pretend everything is fine. No, you need to learn to control it. Of course, it doesn't make sense to start crying all the time when you're outside, but yeah, we need to learn to handle it, of course. But it is a power, it is a superpower if you can control it. You can use it, because then you have access to both the logical world of logical thinking and calculating, but as well to the world of feeling. And the world of feeling is even more relevant. I have that feeling that it is more true. It gives you information beyond what people will have that cannot follow the intuition. Okay, but I know it's hard. Yeah, and I literally I literally feel something in my heart. It's almost as if some spotlight has been switched on, and it just it just starts to read whatever's happening around me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's important to leave comfort zones, facing fears, facing people, going through real experiences, in order to, yeah, this is important. This is just important. Yeah, face these things, because if you don't do, anxiety will stay there, and you will go through anxiety without something that is really a reason for it. So better face people. People are predators. People are monsters. Face them. Get your goals. Get out there. Fight. Do it. Face your fears. Jump into the cold water. Go running. This is important. So, you can use this potential that you have. And, you can use your reactions in adequate ways. Learn to control it. Fear is all right. You need, fear. Everybody has fear while doing important things. They can go wrong. But you learn to control it. Go slow then. You feel the fear, you breathe, and you still do it. And then you realize it helps you. It helps you to focus, to go slow and determined. Don't get nervous. If you learn driving cars and you are in a situation that is overwhelming for you, and somebody behind you drives very close to your car and starts hitting his horn, Go super slow then. Go really slow. Because what does it help you if you get nervous, if you do a small mistake and then the next mistake, and then the mistakes add up and you get into chaos, and then you get really starting to sweat and breathe like crazy. And then at some moment your car will be fucked up and the person behind you will be happy because you were a little bit faster, and they will drive by and go home and have a nice day, and you sit there with the fucked up car. No, you go slow. Save your ass. Let's go.